All right, let's dive right into this explainer. We're unpacking a massive corporate heist-style takeover of the entire entertainment industry. It's like a giant puzzle coming together. We're looking at a really fascinating breakdown from our source material on how Elon Musk is quietly executing a multi-layered plan to, well, basically dismantle traditional Hollywood and replace it with a totally new media ecosystem. It's this brilliant collision of tech, infrastructure, and culture. So let's walk through exactly how this grand strategy actually works. We're gonna kick things off with a massive question. Who will make Toy Story 6? According to the recent breakdown we're looking at, the answer actually might not be a major studio. When it's time for the next big animated blockbuster, the team at Pixar won't just be competing with other legacy studios. They're gonna be competing with everyday creators. Literally, you and me. But, to understand how we could possibly get to a reality where a single person on a laptop rivals a $100 million animation studio, we've got to look at the mark in this supposed heist. Section 1. Hollywood's AI freakout. So, traditional Hollywood is currently full-on freaking out about AI text-to-video capabilities. And Elon Musk? Well, he isn't hiding his feelings about the legacy machine. He actually called the 2026 Oscars, quote, unwatchable. The source material points to this deep distaste for modern pop culture and celebrity worship, not just as a casual opinion, but as the core motive driving this whole corporate strategy to upend the industry. Over the past year or so, the realization has really set in that there isn't much left that AI won't be able to do soon, and legacy studios are realizing, hey, we might be left completely behind. And this clash, it isn't just digital, it's physical. The source outlines a massive geographical shift. The richest movers and shakers are actually fleeing traditional entertainment capitals, California, New York, in absolute droves. They're migrating straight to the new tech hubs Musk is planting in places like Texas, Florida, and Tennessee. It brilliantly illustrates this direct battle setting up between the old guard, legacy streamers like Disney Plus and Netflix, and a new, decentralized frontier of everyday creators.
Section 2. The Fall of Sora.
Now, every good heist has a twist, right? And here, it's the sudden setback of an early AI video favorite. Earlier this year, OpenAI's text-to-video model, Sora, was the absolute darling of the industry. It seems like the tool Hollywood could finally make sense of. But then, boom, the source claims Disney walked away from a massive 3-year character licensing deal and a $1 billion stake in the technology. $1 billion, that is a staggering amount of capital to just leave sitting on the table. So it wasn't just a breakdown in negotiations. According to the analysis, Sora and legacy Hollywood are now kind of fragmenting, pushed to the outside looking in. Why did OpenAI pull the cord on the product carrying all of the industry's hype? Well, because they simply couldn't compete with what was coming next. The realization hit that the tech they were betting on was suddenly becoming obsolete. Musk is, essentially, eating their lunch.
Which brings us to Section 3. Enter Colossus supercomputer.
To beat the AI giants, you need unprecedented power. 122 days. To put that into perspective, that's faster than it takes to get a kitchen remodel permit in a lot of cities. Yet that is the staggeringly short amount of time it took Musk to build Colossus in Memphis, Tennessee. It's the largest AI training cluster ever made. This rapid deployment represents a sheer brute force advantage in the AI arms race. It's the secret weapon. And it's exactly why OpenAI's Sora just couldn't keep up. The absolutely crucial point here is something called the compute substrate. That's the physical servers, the chips, the power required to run these complex algorithms. Competitors like OpenAI and Anthropic, they don't own theirs. They have to go out, buy chips, and rent server space from other people. Musk doesn't do that. By owning the physical hardware outright, he can throw an unimaginable amount of processing power at his own AI models, totally bypassing third-party bottlenecks. And this raw power allows Musk's Grok to generate highly complex, consistent videos that leave those older models in the dust. I mean, the leap is incredible. Just 6 months ago, AI video struggled with basic stuff. Now, powered by systems like the upcoming Colossus 2, we're seeing up to 30-second clips with consistent physics, characters holding objects correctly, and flawless lip-matching voices. The growth is literally exponential. Moving right along to Section 4, the Anthropic Alliance. This brings us to the master plan, a really surprising alliance with a theoretical rival AI company. The source notes that Anthropic, which is a leader in having AI write code, was growing at an insane 10 times per year. But they hit a wall. They were completely starved for compute, chips, and power. They were desperate for processing power to sustain that explosive growth, and they just couldn't find it anywhere else. Enter what's being called the bifurcation strategy. It's a brilliant division of labor. Musk, who actually heavily criticized Anthropic not that long ago, is now leasing them space on Colossus 1. So Anthropic takes the lead on AI coding. This intentionally frees Musk up to focus Colossus 2 entirely on dominating media generation. We're talking video, music, images, the whole shebang.
And this isn't just a tech alliance, it is a financial windfall. The explainer argues this deal will bring in an estimated $4 to $5 billion in new revenue. $4 to $5 billion. Brilliantly timed, this massive cash injection directly boosts the valuation for the highly anticipated SpaceX IPO, giving Musk even more capital to fund his media takeover and directly power the creation of the next-level Grok 5. We're also seeing a significant shift in data sourcing. While tools like ChatGPT rely heavily on places like Reddit and Wikipedia for training data, the source claims Musk's system is bypassing standard internet chatter entirely to create what they're calling Grokopedia. We're neutrally reporting the claim here that by pulling directly from factual information, the goal is to filter out what the platform deems propaganda, establishing a fact-based training ground on his own terms.
Section 5. The future of entertainment. So what does all this corporate maneuvering actually mean for your Friday night? Well, the source outlines a future where the traditional gatekeeper is completely obsolete. The ultimate goal isn't just to play in Hollywood, it's to dismantle the studio system. By integrating Grok's media generation directly into the X platform and using Starlink to ensure global access, the power to create blockbuster-level movies and shows is handed directly to everyday creators. You get tools more powerful than today's major studios, right on your laptop for a fraction of the cost. Ultimately, this whole analysis leaves us with a massive, provocative question. Is this shift of power the ultimate democratization of media, giving everyone a movie studio in their pocket? Or is it something far more dangerous, kind of like the rise of a Skynet for pop culture? Whatever your stance, the race to control the future of entertainment isn't being fought in California anymore. It's being fought right now in giant data centers in Tennessee.